You know, forget it's picking my hair. I don't want people to be too judgy. Think it's unbecoming because I'm still putting in this work, still giving the word. So good morning, good evening, good night. No matter where you on this planet, I'm sending you love and light. Check me out. You know, the devil is real crafty at pulling us back into things that God wants to deliver us from and things that God has delivered us from. A lot of the time, but y'all got to keep in mind, new levels, new devils for real. So if you defeat a test, if you beat an obstacle in your life, you got to know that it's going to be a stronger obstacle. Okay, so they beat this demon. Now I got to send a chief demon at them, right? And a lot of times we don't recognize the illusion because we're probably deluded ourselves into thinking that we are done, into thinking that there won't be something else to challenge us, somebody else to betray us in our inner circles. Bro, like spirits can be entertained through anybody. And I want y'all to understand that, yo, you might defeat one test. Don't ever let your guard down. Definitely not spiritually. You know, a lot of the times God want to take people out of shitty relationships, their addictions, their, homelessness, financial struggles, their depression, suicidal thoughts, their lack of faith. You know what I mean? It's so much stuff that God wants to heal people from and take people out of, but we don't put ourselves in position to be healed. Because one, we don't open our eyes to see the path. We don't see God working. But two, we keep falling for the tricks that keep us in these cycles. Seriously, we keep falling for the same tricks. You know, and a lot of the tricks is negative emotion, bro. When you start to feel, it's really easy to go back to circumstances, situations, people, vices that you don't even agree with. But you're doing it because of this negative emotion tethered to this. And you ain't fully strengthened your spirit enough to break this tie. Like, you're tied to this, bro. You're tethered to this energy, bro, to this emotion, until you can heal this aspect of yourself. I'm not just talking out my ass. This is why people go back. It's because of unresolved traumatic issues. And if it ain't traumatic, it's a negative issue, a negative situation that is still embedded in that person's psyche, in their emotional spectrum, in their emotional intelligence, that keeps them repeating certain vices, certain cycles, certain types of relationships that ain't never benefited their life, and they know that, but they still do it. This is the definition of insanity and a curse. You are under a spell, bro. You are trapped in the echo chamber of your own psychology, bro, and brokenness. And that's why I want people to heal, because I know where this is coming from. Seriously, I've been reading these Bibles a long time. I've talked to, a lot of different therapists. I've had a lot of different friends. I mean, building the platform, I've talked to many different people. I watched many different videos. I read many different books, and I think all of it's played a part in my spiritual awakening. And I'm able to I'm putting it together, bro. I'm just putting this shit together. But I ain't just copying and pasting and just putting anything together in an ugly collage of nonsense. I want this to be sensical to y'all. I don't want to speak in a nonsensical kind of way. You need to understand that your inability to heal and accept and surrender and let go of things is what keeps you in suffering. If you could let it go, you could let it go. It will let you go if you can let it go. There is nothing above us in power here. So we have to be tricked and seduced into our nature in order for the nature to really come alive in us and control our lives. We have to literally be tricked out of our power and not even know it, bro. Because when you realize how powerful you actually are, the power of the mind to shape reality, bro. When you start to really realize this, it becomes, I'm not going to say easier to fight. It does actually become easier to fight certain devils, but there will always be tests that every man and woman can succumb to without the right help and without the right guidance, period. All of us can be beat straight up without higher intuition, because we're just human, bro. But we don't have to be beat, and we don't got to be tricked out of our power. We can actually be re-empowered but we got to speak with authority. That's the real, the power of belief is that belief can literally make things real. Really, when you really believe, you have to actually believe you can be healed. You have to, it says that in the book of Matthew. Your belief has healed you. Your faith has healed you, bro. You think about these placebo effects. The mind playing tricks on people. The mind is so powerful. There ain't one demon, no chief demon out here that can really beat us unless we're being tricked, unless we just don't know that we're more powerful. Seriously, you have to actually be able to surrender and accept and be seduced and tricked out of your power for these things to really be able to beat us. And I want to empower the people again, bro. Who am I to do that, right? I'm just a regular guy, but I'm a regular guy that's been chasing healthy perspective a long time. I've been chasing the light. I call this spirit to me, like for real, daily. Actually, definitely lately, I've been calling the spirit. I've been talking to ancestors, seeking guidance on content, all that, bro. And it's real. It's real because, regardless of what y'all believe in, here's the thing. The mind don't know the difference between you talking to somebody else and you talking to yourself. It only interprets it as you talking to yourself. The mind also doesn't know when you're playing a game. So even if you don't think God and the devil and things of this nature is real, even if you play it as a game in your mind has the ability to make things real in your life. So even if you don't believe in this type of stuff, which you are what you eat. So if you ingest negative shit mentally, verbally, through audio, visually, in movies and TV, if your subconscious is taking it in, on some level it has dominion over your life. And then you start to gravitate towards these genres. It's a reason for that. It's because that spirit is in you. It's everything that's going on is a mind game. It's really a mind game, and it has power. So no matter if you see it as real or not, it has power. You have to be able to recognize this. Even a non-believer serve a purpose in God's plan. Period. And I know that for sure. So we all need to be working together to try to wake up as many people and help as many people. That's the message, man. You have the power to overcome. A lot of the times God want to bring us out of our own isolated, self-made purgatories, but we don't want to hand over the key. And it's because we've been tricked and seduced into holding on to that key. I want to make a suggestion. Hand it over back to God. Straight up. Sometimes there are certain things on this planet that are really too heavy for any man to carry as a burden for real by himself. You can carry it, but you got to carry it with God, bro. This thing was designed to beat you. God is designed to help you. You have to follow the design. All right, I'm going to wrap this up with my mantra. Good morning, good evening, good night. No matter where you on this planet, I'm sending you love and light. I'm gone.